Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Kryss Plays. Today, we are playing Hidden Agenda. Another supermassive game. I do not believe that there's any real connection to the events of Until Dawn or any of the Dark Pictures games. But we'll keep our eyes open and see if we can spot anything. Kryss is in control, and Hidden Agenda, touch the screen on your device to move your color pointer to the TV. Now this is my second time filming this. The tablet I use kept resetting itself, so I'm just using my phone here. Alright, start a new game. Whoop. Alright, it's only me here. Do story mode. This doesn't really seem like...
In story mode, you're playing the game for fun. Work
right?
together to solve the crime and play the story you want to see.
All right. I want to see a story with explosions, strippers, and a clown. Ripple effect. The spreading of consequences of a single event or occasion. Or action. Wow, I totally butchered that one. Every choice you make changes the future. Some affect relationships between characters. Relationships. Others make waves that change everything. Everything. Choose wisely. Wisely. Alright, mousetrap, cigarette. Oh, this is gonna be kind of like Saw, isn't it?
I want to play a game. It's called Chinese checkers.
Got some bomb underwear. Ooh. Man, somebody ain't playing. Ooh. Situations like that, you just don't have a chance, period. Because you can't always sneak in. Sometimes you have to burst in.
Any callers in the vicinity of
6
535
weeks
Baker,
later.
1031, possible hostage situation. Extreme caution advised. Suspect description matches the trapper.
Yeah, if I'm a beat cop and I'm hunting down somebody called the Trapper, I'm not going in just me and my partner. Hell no, we're calling everybody.
Of course I'm ready.
Nice and easy. Textbook college. What's the play?
Calling EOD. Well, I
Vote
don't know
for
if the police
choices by
have
moving your
EOD
pointer
or what
inside the box.
their version will be called. EOD for your layman's is explosive ordnance disposal. That's what they use in the military to get rid of bombs. They don't always just cut the right wire. They'll just like, sometimes they might just move the bomb or clear the area to detonate it. It's a lot safer that way. Alright, now, knowing this guy does booby traps, I am not going through that front door, man. No. I'm gonna be cautious. Gonna scope it out.
It doesn't feel right. Let's scope it out.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I be folding quarters right about now.
Split up.
I'll take the door around back.
Windows mine.
Stealth mode. See you in there.
Somebody having a party.
Use your pointer to hit the target before the timer runs out.
Okay. Come on. Aced it. Alright. I'll investigate. If I need backup, I'll call for him.
He must have a bigger hands.
Tom,
He's in here.
he's in here.
Do not try and be a hero. And we're gonna try and save the girl, but we're not gonna be a hero. We just go in there guns blazing.
Hands up now!
To shoot, move your pointer onto the target.
You do not have
Think
to open
before
fire.
you shoot.
That's already
Do
telling you
not
the whole
have to
story
open
right there.
fire.
Well, not the whole story, but already telling you don't shoot him.
Hands behind your head, no sudden moves.
Don't do it. Ain't worth it, man. Don't you do it. Baby's worried about his goldfish.
I will shoot.
Don't shoot!
Hey! Don't test my aim, fucker!
I am not gonna hurt her.
Please help me. Please get me out of here.
Okay. Let's be commanding.
Hands up! Hands up! I'm not gonna say it again!
He seems like the hard-hitted type, so I don't think Calm's gonna do it. Gonna be commanding.
It's not worth it. It's over.
There you go. What you should have did first
came to a dramatic
is
end
have him
tonight
get on
as
his
police
knees,
from the third
put his
precinct
hands on his
arrested
head,
their
interlock his
primary
fingers.
suspect, Jonathan Finn.
You know, because just walking
Finn
up
is
to a
wanted in
suspect like
connection
that
with
with
a
his
string
hands
of
wide,
grisly murders that has
he
gripped
can
the city
quickly
and
turn
claimed the
around
lives
and
of first
grab for
response
you.
police officers. More on the story
So
as it
you always want to put him
develops.
in a position of disadvantage. You know, you want to keep his mobility.
Ladies and gentlemen, the accused,
to a
Jonathan Finn,
minimum.
is guilty. Of that, there's no doubt. Your job is simply to determine how he is punished. This man, the so-called trapper killer, has terrorized our community
I keep
with
thinking
his brutal
trapper
murder
keeper
spree.
every time I hear that.
Booby trapping his victims so our brave first responders became victims themselves. These innocent people were targeted for no other reason than to play out Jonathan Finn's sick game. Jonathan Finn
No, it
has
says Chinese
confessed
checkers.
to every single
all.
one of these crimes. I ask that the court consider Jonathan Finn's voluntary confession of his crimes. He has spared the victims' families a prolonged trial, and in doing so, has demonstrated a glimmer of remorse. Therefore, it is my recommendation that Jonathan Finn be spared the death penalty and instead sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole. Thank you.
Now, as a former CEO, I can already tell you,
Jonathan Finn,
life in
you have
prison
committed crimes of such a depraved
isn't as big of a
nature that
punishment
this
as a lot
court
of
has
people
no
think.
alternative but to sentence you to death by lethal injection. This court is adjourned.
Now, in prison, he's going to have 3 hots in a cot, snacks, cable TV, recreation, free or cheap health care, job training, school.
Tap the logbook button on your app to read plot updates, view character biographies, and check the major ripple events affecting your story.
Okay. He's going to have school. He's going to have churches come in. Sometimes they get free stuff. He's going to have visitation. I mean, yeah, you lose a bit of freedom, but come on now. There's people, homeless people on the street who have nothing or struggling day to day. But yeah, you're telling me you go out and do the most heinous crimes, you get all the necessities at our expense?
Hey, so, well, yeah, man. I mean, in my point of view, like, they can't fry this son of a bitch hard enough, you know?
So like, whenever I see a trial and, you know, hearing the jury hand out the sentence and everything, and like maybe the TV report will like finally the family will see justice or whatever. Having been on the inside, that always makes me cringe a little bit because I'm like, if only they knew.
Guess you never know who's one of the good ones.
If only they knew. So it's definitely a huge conflict of interest for me, like especially when I was going through Corrections Academy. You know, it was. I wasn't sure how to feel about it. I mean, on one hand, yeah, it's a place of punishment because you know you did naughty things. You know, that's your societal quarantine. But on the flip side, you know,
Good morning,
it's
everyone.
supposed to be a place to socially rehabilitate you.
Caught another pair of John Does this weekend.
So
We're quickly racking up red names on this board, and I gotta tell you, unsolved cases don't exactly uphold the reputation we've built here at this precinct.
look like he's in the
Put
wrong
Marnie
time
the
period.
magician on the case. I hear she's got a knack for making things disappear.
Son of a bitch.
Detective
You're
Calvary,
next, bitch.
I pretend you didn't just say that. You're dismissed.
I do look like he's straight up to 1940s or 50s.
Hey, Becky. Ignore him.
Calvary?
Everyone knows he only reported you because you're the biggest target.
Glad to know my accomplishments have earned me something.
You doing okay?
I don't know how deep their relationship goes. Her and the Calvary dude. Like how much he really gets under her skin, or it's just minor inconvenience. I'm not gonna let him get to me. I'm gonna take the higher road. So we're gonna say,
No.
not really.
No, not really. I feel like it's some big cosmic joke that Dick has my future in his sweaty little hands.
I know it feels like that, but they got nothing. So just lay low, keep a wide berth of cavalry. It'll blow over.
Let's lighten the mood a little bit.
Gee, thanks, Mom.
Detective Marnie, we have a word in my office.
Ooh.
Look, Marnie,
Local police
I'm not supposed to
backstrap.
comment on an ongoing internal affairs investigation, but if it starts affecting my best detective,
I'm sorry, sir.
hey, don't apologize. You're a good cop. I have no doubt you didn't do anything to compromise the crime scene intentionally. The facts will speak for themselves.
Thank you for believing in me, sir.
So what did she do?
You know,
All I did was
sometimes
open the
feels like
door.
we don't have a choice in these things, but you do. You got me?
Yes, of course.
I want to believe that. But I know the trapper's set for execution in 48 hours. It's a heavy load. Knowing you sent someone to death row, I don't want you to be distracted.
Looking forward to his execution or keeps me up at night. I mean, this isn't some mentally disabled kid who did something horrible and they're on death row because of it. I mean, this is a grown-ass man who knowingly rigged people to explode, killed a whole bunch of cops, and who knows who else. Me personally, I wouldn't be troubled about it. Like, hey, I mean, you know what the fuck he was doing. So, fuck him.
Knowing Jonathan Finn's about to make his exit is what gets me up in the morning, sir.
Better than a cup of coffee.
Hey, you take that back. Coffee is my liquid crack.
Got your message. Heading to see your client now.
Sorry I couldn't make it back to town.
I'm not crazy about meeting Finn without his attorney present.
I know. Thank you for talking to him so quickly.
Well, he doesn't have much time left, does he?
No, he doesn't.
The hell is she talking to?
Do you want to give me a little preview?
He'd be kind of a tough nut to crack. Be strategic.
Great. Any tips?
You need to get him to talk about Adam Jones.
Who's Adam Jones?
Better you hear it from him. You got a plan?
Well, how about you fucking tell me? Do I have a plan? I don't know. I don't know you. Well, let's just hear what he has to say. I'm gonna keep that kind of attitude.
If he's actually got something to say, then I'm ready to hear it.
Okay.
Call you after?
Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Your attorney says you have something you want to tell me.
Sure, but you ain't gonna believe me. No one does.
Okay. Thanks for
I used to blame
meeting with me.
God for what happened.
At Las Palmas? The orphanage?
We were just kids. We trusted them. But I've forgiven them now. God teaches us to forgive. If I gotta go out, I ain't going out a liar.
Then tell me the truth.
But why wait till
Miss
now?
Graves,
It's been like 5 years, dude.
I did not kill anybody.
It wasn't me. Of course, you're gonna always hear that. I have to get him to talk about Adam Jones. So, maybe this will throw him off guard.
Do you believe Adam Jones is the one responsible for these murders?
Oh, I don't believe it. I know it.
Who is he?
Adam was my best friend at the orphanage. And he killed those people.
Well, I can't prove that Adam doesn't exist. Well, let's hear what he has to say.
I'm listening, but you have to give me more to go on.
Adam and I, we've seen some shit together. Makes you close.
We were plumbers.
Adam escaped, and I found drugs. I was high from the moment I got out of there. And a couple of years later, a couple of centuries, hell if I know, Adam tracks me down online. And he keeps writing me and bringing up all that old shit from the orphanage. He says he knows exactly how to make him pay. So we made an arrangement. I rat myself out, I take the heat off him, spend a couple of months in the clink, and then wham! Trapper strikes again. Can't be me, 'cause I'm in here. Makes sense, right?
Pretty convenient.
Convenient? Convenient is Father Raminsky running an orphanage. Fox in a hen house. You have no
Why is it
idea
always
what it was
Catholic
like
priests?
there.
What the hell they teach you guys at the
Well, that's what
Catholic
he called it, but
training camp, whatever the fuck
I
they
think
call
he was
it?
the only one who was having any fun in there.
Employ
Cops
some
never
hookers or
found him?
something. Stop
No,
going after little
Well, you
boys.
can go see for yourself.
not even sure if the orphanage is still standing. So where is he?
Adam, now? No idea.
How can we find him? Gotta start someplace.
I got a place.
Where?
It's not, it's better if I draw you a map.
Yeah, I'm not getting you something pointy, dude.
You gonna draw me a treasure map?
All I can do is point you in the right direction, but,
Nope. You got words. Use them.
I kind of need to show you myself, you know?
Now I can straight up dismiss, but I wonder if the curious just goes for more information, or does she actually like give him the pen and paper? I don't want to do that. I do want to get more information. Information is good. Let's see. Hopefully. they
So
won't
let's
screw me
say you're telling the truth. You don't know where he is now. Sounds to me like he's left you high and dry.
I know what Adam's like. The kind of places he hangs around.
Settle down.
We could go together. Check it out.
You gotta give me more than that.
Some
or you
go.
ain't going nowhere.
I never should have trusted him. Adam Jones should be in here, not me.
What to pick? What to pick? Maybe too late. I'll find Adam. Is there really a difference? I mean, he hasn't given me anything to go on. There hasn't been any trapper incidents since he's been put away. Decisions. And I don't have any leads. Be pessimistic.
Finn, listen to me. I will look into this.
Okay.
Adam Jones, what you're saying, but even if it's true, might be a day late and $1 short. I'm sorry.
Gotta give me something solid, man.
How'd it go?
How do you think?
I got a report back on Adam Jones. He was at Las Palmas same time as my client, but he died in the same fire that closed it for good.
Look, I know where you're going with this, and it's not gonna work. There's no way they're letting Finn out. It's too flimsy.
I know.
Right.
That's not what I'm after.
Then why bring me out here?
If you tell the judge about Adam Jones, maybe he'll grant Finn a temporary release and help the cops.
Who
track
the hell
down
is she?
Jones.
Lana, it's too late.
It could lead to an appeal.
All we're doing is delaying the inevitable.
Adam Jones is reasonable doubt, Felicity.
I never wanted the death sentence, but I just don't think this is enough to stop it from happening.
Finn is not a good man, but he is not the trapper. And if he dies, the trapper is still
But
out
he's an
there.
accomplice, so fuck him. What to do, 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 what to do. Now, knowing how these kind of stories tend to play out in video games, if I say you're on your own, that's pretty much saying like, no, I'm not going to do it, I'm done. And then later on something's going to happen, and I'm going to have to go through the motions anyway, probably have to clean up the mess, whatever it is. If I go with supportive, let's take it to the judge, then I'm probably skipping any prediction. Wow, I'm just totally making it worse now. Traditional. Any other, man, what was I saying? Potential. Okay. Any other potential hazards? And worst case scenario, the judge says no. Then, oh well, I tried. Now, Lana, whoever she is, isn't mad at me. I did my job. I didn't ignore anything. You know, because if I say you're on your own and something happens, then it's going to be on my head because I was given information. So let's take it to the judge. I'm skeptical, but let's see what he says. Zoop.
Yeah. You're right. Let's take it to Judge Vanstone, see what happens.
Thank you, Felicity.
Don't thank me yet. Thank you so much for seeing me so quickly.
Miss Petty already filled me in on this whole Adam Jones business.
Yes, sir. I just spoke with Mr. Finn.
Now, in my experience, you light a candle under a man's ass, you can fly a balloon out of his mouth.
Sir?
Are you buying his story?
I have doubts.
I have doubts, but we do have a record of an Adam Jones at the orphanage, same time as Finn.
Has anyone spoken to Jones?
He's been presumed dead for years.
That's quite a stretch, don't you think? Well, even if Jones exists, how can you be sure Finn can track him down?
Alright, so it's looking like she's going to try and work with him regardless. I don't want to be too trusting and have my head in the clouds, saying like, oh, I think he can help us. I want to play it straight and be like, we won't know unless we try.
There's no way to know unless we try, sir.
You're full of surprises, Miss Graves. Well, if you were in my position, what would you
It's not
do?
the S word I was expecting. If I was in his place, what would I do? Not my place to choose.
I don't think it's my place to make that kind of decision, sir.
I'm sorry, Miss Graves, but Finn has gotten into your head once, and he's doing it again. He's clearly a desperate man, just dredging up anything he can from his past to delay the inevitable. There's just not enough here for me to take any action. Finn stays put. The execution will go on as planned.
All right, roll credits.
Lana.
No go, huh?
Yeah, Van Stone's mind's made up.
All right. There's one more thing you can do for me.
I feel like you're running out of favors here.
The police and homicide won't talk to me. They think I'm just as bad as my clients. But they'll talk to you.
I don't
I'm guessing
know.
she's
I'm
a
not
public
sure
defender
homicide
or
will
something.
talk to me either.
It's over in a couple hours either way. For Finn.
God damn it. Fine. I'll let you know how it goes. And I need a raise.
Then you should have gone into corporate law. Don't you know that crime doesn't pay?
Depends on the crime.
Yeah.
I mean, ask any politician, mafia boss. Stockbroker. 43 hours until Finn's execution.
Sounds like a load of fresh horse manure. Case is airtight. We caught him in the act, for Christ's sake. You want to tell me why, exactly, we should be listening to that scumbag?
Restrained, a man's about to die, or hostile, just doing my job. I don't know if just doing my job is hostile. But, I mean, it's just my job. I don't... Let's see. Who is Felicity Graves? Like, what's her... Let's see. Felicity Graves, district attorney. So she's not a public defender, so she's not really on Finn's side. Felicity Graves was the prosecuting attorney in the Trapper serial killer trial. Yeah, she definitely wouldn't be like, oh, man's about to die. Usually be like, oh, fuck it, I got him. And she'll be more skeptical, I think. And she recommended that Jonathan Finn be sentenced to life imprisonment. Okay. But the judge was like, nah, son, he's getting executed. All right. Hey, righty. So I'm just doing my job.
I'm just doing my job, Detective Calvary. I try not to miss things that might be important. I know that's sort of a foreign concept around here.
I'm not gonna punch a DA. Not a lady one, at least.
Who exactly was Adam Jones? Did he come up at all during the investigation?
Uh-huh. There was an Adam Jones at the orphanage. But you know what? Sorry fucker was killed in the fire that shut the place down. So the story kind of ends there.
Finn's got impeccable timing. You don't think he's full of it?
Just covering every possibility.
I'm just covering every possibility. But yeah, I think he's lying. I just
So you
don't
have
know
to
how much.
CYA.
Finn tells me
Cover your
Rominsky had a
ass.
secret room at the orphanage. Called it the playroom. It's where he held his extracurricular activities. Does that sound familiar?
I'd remember something like that. That didn't come out in the report.
I was wondering, Mr. Hillary, so when you analyzed the bodies of the Trapper's victims, did you
that
find
dude's creepy
anything that
all
might
over.
suggest there could be another suspect?
Gosh, that was 5 years ago. I don't think so.
So no reason to suspect anyone but Finn.
I do recall only, submitting a partial analysis of the evidence because Mr. Finn confessed, so it seemed open and shut.
So there was more evidence left to analyze.
Well, yeah, trace signatures.
Do you have access to all that data?
Now just hold on a goddamn second. This case is closed. Finn had motive. He went through hell at Las Palmas. He hated the police. We even found his hair at another crime scene.
The RV park, right? That was the social worker? And, Detective Marnie, would you mind walking me through that night again?
I'll walk you through it in 2 words. Missed opportunity. Could have had Finn in handcuffs right then and there.
We're gonna be professional with this one.
I think I'd like to hear from Detective Marnie, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Yeah, don't
Catherine
get into
Hope
a
was a social worker at Las Palmas
shouting
Orphanage.
match.
We
That
didn't know
lowers your
Finn had
value.
her.
Makes you seem weak.
We got a 10-8 at Hog Haven Trailer Park out by the highway. A break-in in progress. I was closest to the scene, so I went solo.
Right solo, right solo.
That night, everyone was on pins and needles because the trapper was raising Cain. And any one of us could have been next.
Why does she look pregnant? Enter trailer, search area. There's break-in. Let me check inside. Duct tape.
Search for the clues shown at the top of the screen.
It's like a double
Use your
bag in the
pointer to
corner.
highlight the clues before the timer runs
Some
out.
wires.
Some of these clues could help you in the future, so try to find them all.
All right. Hopefully I have enough time to find things. Let's go. Come on. Let me move. Let me move. Move! The hell? What the hell? Bomb making equipment. Now, why would it be a timed event? That is not at all realistic. Oh, I do see some boot prints. Or are those mine? Yeah, you hear that shit, you already know what's up.
Help me. Please.
Okay. Just keep quiet. Who did this to you?
Take a guess.
I was in the bar. I don't know. I woke up here. Oh,
I'd be more worried about the beep beep sound.
Help me, please. What's happening?
Oh, you already know. Oh, snap. Oh, move it.
Okay, I'm gonna remove the timer.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, get me out of there.
Shh, calm down, please.
Wire cutters. Ooh, good thing I found those.
Hurry. Oh, God.
It wasn't the kind of thing I'm eager to repeat.
Finn must have seen you coming. Got out before finishing the job.
Yeah, split so quick he left his gear behind.
You were brave going alone. How did you get away? Oh, I'm sure there was a back door or a window or something. I mean, usually if there's a victim in the balance, you prioritize the victim over the perpetrator.
It was very brave of you to go in there alone.
I was just doing my job.
And how did you link Finn to the scene?
I discovered that Mr. Finn had left a hair at the scene. We ran the DNA through our criminal database, and he came up as the match.
He was already in the system.
Finn had been in and out of the station so many times he practically had a door with his name on it. When we got the tip that he'd been spotted at a squat, we just happened to be driving by.
Shit just seems to fall in your lap, Detective.
At least I caught him.
Jealous?
Dick.
Uh-oh. Mama Bear's got a temper. Watch out.
Are they fucking? Or were they fucking at one time? Awful lot of tension there. I wonder. Coleman tried to work together. You're not helping. I'm gonna be Mama Bear. Whoop.
Okay, let's ease up on the pissing contest, all right? Let's at least try to pretend to work together.
The Trapper case shook everyone up. I think we've poured enough salt in all our own wounds for one night.
Sergeant.
I think that about covers it. Or anything else we can help you with?
Okay, well, demanding will give me the option to get more information, so I'm go for that.
Do you have Adam Jones's forensics records on file?
Oh, not from his death.
Were there samples taken when he was placed in the orphanage?
Yes, most likely.
Would it be possible to pull those records
This guy
and run them
definitely has
against
bodies
evidence
in his
found
basement.
at the Trapper's crime scene?
Are you shitting me? You're wasting the time of this entire division, you understand? I got a better idea. We let that psycho die on the table.
Calvary, stop. We'll have Mr. Hillary look into it. Let you know if we find anything.
Thank you.
Hey, Graves.
Yeah?
I just wanted to say that...
Calvary's a dick.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You were really helpful.
Friendly dismissive. You free tonight? Is she struggling with some emotions? The way her eyes moving? Whoop.
Oh, hey, what are you doing tonight?
What?
I've got a huge stack of files at my apartment. Not going to be able to get through it on my own.
That's not what I had in mind.
Okay,
but
sure.
Okay.
I can help you with that.
Perfect. Call me.
Not quite as kinky as I thought. Oh, they got candlelight?
A rat trap.
Oh.
Yep. Found one at each of his crime scenes. Some kind of messed up calling card.
I had no idea.
We managed to keep it out of the press. Target number 1, Rupert Walsh, the Undertaker. After he killed him, the Trapper rigged a shotgun to the motel door, and the officer who got the call took it in the chest. Simple, but messy. Not a guarantee he killed the responder.
Was there anything more on the victim? I mean, he's the only one without a connection to Las Palmas, just a local gin hound.
Finn called it a dry run with a wet noodle. I guess that was his idea of some kind of sick joke. But then again, if he's not the Trapper, God damn it. This case is just the gift that keeps on giving.
Becky, do you want to take a break?
What kind of break? Annoyed? Do I look tired? Apologetic. It's been hard to sleep. I'm not gonna be an asshole to her. I'll try to find a more polite word than the one I was thinking originally. It's been hard to sleep.
I'm sorry.
Maybe we need to
This was all
get
ancient
tired.
history. Staring at these files again. Finn's execution coming up. I don't know. It's been hard to sleep with this shit just running through my head.
Well, the good news is it'll all be over before you know it.
Yeah, you're right. Second target, nasty piece of work.
Oh, this is the one that would beat the kids till you couldn't recognize them.
LeMay. Orderly at Las Palmas. A couple years before the orphanage, narcotics had a file on him a mile wide.
But they couldn't get anything to stick.
Slippery son of a bitch. The Trapper left his body in a pitch black room, rigged the light fixture with C4. The cop who showed up flipped the light switch and let there be light.
He's definitely elevating here. I mean, his first real kill, more sophisticated, but he wasn't satisfied.
Third target, Father Rominsky, leader of the pack. Chaplain at Las Palmas and the man behind the abuse.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
It seems
The
more like
trapper
a
knocked him out,
revenge
cut him open, and
type of
rigged him up
thing.
with explosives to blow if he moved. We got a tape of the whole thing a few days later. The sick fucker made Rominsky kneel in prayer for hours, confessing his sins.
So how did you
When
get the
he
tape
got
if the
what he
whole room
wanted, he called
exploded?
Sergeant Teller.
Did you know the other two cops?
That was my precinct.
So, all three of them, and you, a first responder in the botched attempt, all from the 3rd precinct?
The murders were in our district.
How well did you know the other two? I mean, how well did you know the other first responders?
Enough to know that I didn't like him much. I got out of there as soon as possible.
What if the first victims in each incident were just a smokescreen, and the real target was the 3rd precinct?
Yeah, defensive doesn't seem to match here. Saying that they deserved it. No, I don't think that's what you're saying. Seems like a nice little twist.
Interesting.
Yeah?
These 3 cops, they weren't exactly best at the boys in blue.
How so?
3rd precinct had problems. Of chemical variety.
They were using?
Yeah, and then some.
I'm surprised this never came up in the investigation.
I'm not. Anyways, you might have something.
What's up with you and Calvary?
No, there's a guy who's got it coming.
You couldn't even cut that tension with a chainsaw.
Okay, Angry seems like we're going to get more information, so let's go for that one.
All I ever wanted was to get out of this shithole and join the FBI. As soon as I finally grow the stones to apply for training, guess what that piece of shit does?
No.
Yeah, Calvary just had to stick his nose in it.
What did he do?
He says that I misplaced evidence.
What evidence would that be?
And now there's even a full-blown inquiry. Even when they come
Was
up
it
with
the wire
nothing,
cutters?
It's still an inquiry. It means not above suspicion, and the FBI doesn't want people who are not above suspicion.
That's some hard luck, Becky.
Really?
Hard luck.
The FBI.
My father was a hero in the department. My first week on the beat, he eats his gun. That's hard luck.
Got some strong teeth.
You haven't heard the things that they say about me. Every time I walk into a room, I can feel it. I'm a joke to half of these people.
No, I'm sure that's not true, Becky.
There's no use in denying it. I'm supposed to be crazy, right? Like father, like daughter.
Becky, you're a good cop. Okay, I'm sure everything's going to work out.
Yeah, I wish I could believe that.
I don't really get that impression of people thinking bad things about her at the precincts. She seemed like a regular ass cop. Got beef with another dude.
This is 125 at the 1016. Making entry.
125 acknowledged. Caution advised.
It goes without saying.
This is the police. Anyone here?
Oh. Gonna be a booby trap somewhere? Alright, get ready.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, he dead. He dead.
Sir, can you hear me?
It's because he regularly sleeps with a pillow over his face.
Hey, what's going on?
We got a problem.
What?
Victim's a cop.
What? What happened?
I was just trying to put that together. Call came in and there was a body. Responder showed up, body was rigged. Trap was down.
Skeptical, there's no way. Or concerned, who is it? I mean, obviously it happened. I'm sure she would be thinking, there's no way, like, he's in prison. Unless he was, Finn was telling the truth. But the better question would be, who is it? Gonna show concern for your fellow brothers or sisters in blue.
Police? Who? How?
It's cavalry.
What? No, that doesn't that's ridiculous.
They're still sorting through the mess.
Like,
Becky.
the literal mess?
Oh my God.
It's pretty intact for a exploded body. Like where'd the explosion come from?
Excuse me, would you please stay clear of my working area? Thank you.
From what we can piece together, it seems like Calvary brought a prostitute.
God.
Brought her back here where,
Track her down?
only got a partial description. 20s, brunette.
Great.
Calvary put a whole clip in that wall and hit one thing. Only blood here's his. And also Montesinos.
The responder?
Calvary's body was rigged. Traps.
Fuck.
Okay. Let me move. Okay, I'm gonna go to that picture. Move. Where else? Oh, come on!
That's a whole clip. If someone cut his throat from behind...
Oh, 3 bullets?
Why would he fire this way? And if they did it from the front, why would he miss?
Fake.
Anything?
Nothing useful.
You didn't see that thing drop down?
Becky, I'm sorry, but I have to ask you this. Where were you last night?
Should I snap at him about this? Because I would be quite offended. Me and the dude have beef, but I'm not a fucking, I'm not the trapper, I was with Felicity. We were having a moment by the candlelight, going over files.
I spent the night, or the evening, with going over files.
You did.
All night?
Yeah.
Go on.
So?
Shit.
What?
You need to be very, very careful how you handle this.
Why?
You gotta make sure you account for all your whereabouts. Everyone knows how you and Calvary felt about
Ninja,
each other.
I just told you.
You have to be careful.
Do you really think I could do something like this? Listen to yourself.
I'm not accusing you.
Oh no, but it's the first thing that pops up in there.
You can't blow up. You know what this looks like. Be smart.
You are unbelievable.
I'm trying to help you.
No, you know what? You can go fuck yourself, Tom.
Again? That body better not still be intact.
Oh my God.
That's the end of part 1. check the logbook, fix yourself a drink, and hit the box when you're ready to move on.
Let's look at our stats. Well, it's not going to show it on the screen. Plot. Becky recalled how she helped catch the trapper. Whoopsie. Felicity continued her discussion with the police. Felicity and Becky go over the evidence of the trapper killings. Officer Montesinos responded to a break-in in progress. Becky was summoned to the scene of a recent murder. Ripple events. I'm not going to go through all that. Too bad I can't share them on screen here. But let's go through what we've learned so far. Finn was caught and accused of being, well, he confessed to being a trapper, even though he likely wasn't. So he has an accomplice. He claims that some guy named Adam Jones is the actual one responsible, and Finn was just taking the heat from him. Like, why the hell would you agree to that? Like, Ninja, I'm not going to spend time in prison for you. And I ain't getting nothing out of it. Like, what guarantee do I have that I'm going to get out? Because they'll keep me in there just for being your accomplice. Officer Marnie, or let's call her Becky, was accused of mishandling evidence. She was up for the FBI. Detective Cavalry kind of steamrolled that, if that's the right term for it. Claiming that I mishandled evidence. I don't know if it's actually true or just a rumor. That kind of killed my career, so they kind of had some beef. I mean, that's mostly it. Finn's, I assume his, let's see what she is. Her name was Lana. Lana Petty. Yeah, public defender. So she was asking DA Graves to look into the whole Adam Jones thing. I guess trying to get Finn acquitted of the crime that he confessed to. And the judge shot it down because the whole Adam Jones thing seemed kind of flimsy, and I would agree on that, based on what we've heard so far. And now my partner seems to be trying to accuse me of being a trapper somehow, which is kind of asinine. I have a stone cold, not stone cold, I have a rock solid alibi. You know, it's with Felicity. And it's a good thing that she wanted to get some of this, or at least just tease me with the prospect of it. All right, so that pretty much wraps up part 1, and we'll continue this in part 2.